I'm Dilbagh Singh and I'm an educator. At the moment I'm doing community service. I'm in the Central Sikh Gurdwara Board. Our very good footballer, Fandi was my student.
Oh, really?
In Srangoon Garden Secondary School. Go and learn in the morning, teach in the afternoon.
Oh, you started teaching immediately?
Yes, because there was shortage of teachers. I'm a very happy man. I'm happy indeed. That's why I probably have lived at this life. I've retired for the last 20 years, but at the moment I'm doing community service. I'm in the Central Sikh Gurdwara Board as well as the Indian Heritage Board. I'm a member of that. And other than that, I'm a family man. Spend a lot of time with my grandchildren. I belong to the Sikh religion. And Sikhism actually is very liberal.
What do you mean by that?
Liberal in the sense that you believe in all the do not do harm to others, respect your elders.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
You believe in a supreme being?
A supreme being, one supreme being. And do good to others. There should be no discrimination, absolute no discrimination. No discrimination, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Buddhist, whether you are whatever. You are a human being and you must be treated like one. And that is why in Sikhism, everybody is and anybody is welcome. We prepare the food so that everybody can eat.
Yes.
It's vegetarian.
At the temple itself?
At the temple itself. No meat, no other this thing. Those days they didn't have HODs.
No HODs?
No. The senior teacher, then you have the principal. That's all there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just 3 levels?
Yeah.
Teacher,
Yeah.
senior teacher, principal?
Principal. Senior teacher would help the principal and, admin work and all that. I was just an ordinary teacher. And I taught English, geography and GP.
And GP, so you taught A levels also?
A levels, yeah. And I taught English to Chinese stream students. We also had a class of Chinese pre-U class. The second language, their English is lower level.
Yeah.
I was a hockey teacher, master there. The first time they introduced the course called the Principal's Course.
Principal's course, okay.
Training
Okay.
to who wants to be principals.
Okay.
So I applied for it. I had to go through test. There was a written test. Whether you are aptitude to be a leader, multiple choice and then write 2 essays. They just want to see whether your intellect is there and your broad knowledge. And then once you clear that, then you go for interview. The first batch, we were only 13 of us. And I 1 year full-time training.
School principal?
Yes. First we did all the necessary, how to manage school, finances, everything there, and other things that a principal need to know, because you got overall in charge of the whole school. And then you are also attached to a principal for 8 weeks, I think. It's a full-time.
Full-time thing. You don't go to any school. You
No,
just
no,
go
no. Lectures.
And there's only 13 of you there.
Lectures, then you go and discussion, and then you learn also the psychology
Psychology of?
how people behave, and how to manage staff management is another one.
I see.
And then also the rules and regulations, that what the do's and the don'ts of civil service, the do's and don'ts of schools. You shadow the principal.
Everywhere he or she goes?
Yes, everywhere. She attends a meeting, you attend a meeting. If he is giving a talk, you is also there. If he is disciplining somebody, you also there. So just shadow.
Did it help you, this shadowing?
It helps. So then later on you also discuss. I will ask, you see how. Then he will. I was attached to St. Gabriel's, where I went back to my old school, and my teachers were there still. So that it's a both way. Then the principal will ask, was it okay? Is there something you have learned, or is there something different? If you say myself, no, I could have done it this way. Yeah, maybe we could do this way. Yeah,
You give the principal.
yeah, because
It's a two-way.
two-way. You learn from each other, you see.
So do I say that principal was your mentor? To
Yes,
something?
mentor, yes. Then I was posted to as a vice principal. After that, I was posted to Bowen Secondary School,
Bowen, okay. Ang Mo Kio, yeah?
Ang Mo Kio, yes. I was there for, I think, 4 years.
4 years.
Actually, the role of the vice principal is to also guide heads of departments. They were not formalized, but like head of technical education, teacher in charge of, and then you have science, then you have geography. They call them senior teachers that time, but it's not a rank, but they are senior in probably. Either you start from 7:20 to 3 o'clock, or you start at 10:30, you go up to the end, because there are 2 sessions, you see. You either start early, then the principal will start later. Then you finish up early, the principal will finish up late. And then you do your normal rounds.
What rounds do you
Go walk around the whole school to see everything is in order.
Is it important to do that?
Yes.
Why?
You get the feel of what is happening. Because you sit in the office, you don't know what's happening. Certain things, I may have certain reports to write, and I finish off that. And there are some teachers coming to see you. They'll see either principal or the vice principal. It's a learning on the job.
Oh, vice principal learning on the job.
So that you become a principal. You are not a vice principal is a learning role. Vice principal is also in charge of budgeting.
Budgeting. What do you need to budget?
You have a sports day, then you have maybe a speech day. All those you have to budget how much money you need to spend. Though the money comes to the ministry, and then you will allocate, you see how much for the prizes, how much for this, how much for that.
And you need to go to get donations or something?
No. This is all ministry's budget. Ministry gives you a lump sum, and the money is sort of allocated. Yeah. That also depends on the vacancies, you see.
Oh, vacancies.
You know what I mean? It's limited.
Yeah.
So when somebody retires or somebody, so then and then they also, I think, fit you in a school with your personality. I visited the school with the inspector
Oh, the inspector.
to introduce
Okay.
to the main staff. You see that?
Oh, in a teachers' meeting.
No, just the head, how they call it. Those days they call them senior teachers. There are 2 or 3 senior teachers. So don't they get a shock who's coming, you see?
Was there already a principal there?
Yes, yes.
There was
That was
outgoing.
outgoing. She was going to retire. It was one meeting, that's it. And then after that you go and report, the person is not there, you are there. One other challenge was obesity in schools. So we had to think of ways, to get special activities for them. Going up the stairs. That every morning at the assembly, we have 5 minutes of exercise. Everybody, teachers, including principal, all do.
So how you do? I mean, they say
Yeah.
the national anthem.
National anthem, then certain exercises. Our PE head will explain this one's breathing, stretching.
With the bags all.
They-
The students' bags all.
No, bags already in the class, but they can put in a class. If they have there's one side, yeah. Then I also introduce running in the morning.
What do you mean?
After the assembly, they run for 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers.
Everyone.
Everybody must run.
It's not a PE lesson.
No,
So
everybody.
they come in their school attire.
They can come with the t-shirt. Because that builds up. If you want to be healthy lifestyle, you see. PE is PE, that is a separate.
So every day, even the teachers run.
Yes, teachers must run. But if you're not well, we tell them you stay put.
Was there an impact on the health?
Yes, it helps, definitely it
How
helps.
did you measure it?
It's very hard to measure, but our obesity level helps.
You went down.
And down. Like for example, and I told them that all those people who are obese, during recess, they do exercise. They don't go to the canteen.
They don't eat.
Yeah, no. I said we give them fruit. The school
Pays for it.
pays for it.
How was it?
Yeah. Some are not happy, but that helps. And I had a teacher who was in charge. I said, any fried food stall, you let me know.
What happened to them?
Yeah. No, we suspend. I have suspended.
And how
They make noise. They wrote to ministry. I said no. So I say, unless you tell me, if you tell me, okay lah, then I will do it. They cannot. How can? Here you want the schools to do right things, and then you interfere. The principal say, okay, then you give me the right directive. He said directive, then we take it.
So there was.
But they don't. Usually they will not interfere. That even to the extent, the reduction of sugar in our soft drinks is from stems from Ministry of Education. So they know. Ministry knows which schools are. So they call you. What are the activities? What are you doing?
Hands on, yeah.
Hands on. So, like in Telukro, I had to ban the soft drinks. Then they wrote to ministry.
Who the students?
I don't know students or the parents. So you get back, you see. So so they say, then they ask you why. I say it's very simple. You want this thing be done. I think I have to. I had no compromise. I said no.
You told the ministry, no?
Yeah, I said, unless if you want me, then the tough club is not going to improve.
So how they agree?
They have to give that autonomy, otherwise you cannot. Risk has to be managed, and it's important to take risk if you want to improve certain things. I'll give you one example. Media exam.
Okay.
Do you need to have a media exam?
Wow. You were thinking about this back then?
Yes.
Wow.
And I did it. My rationale was, we waste 4 weeks
4 weeks.
media exams. You have a media exam,
2 weeks.
2 weeks. After that, after the exam, students are not in a position to learn. They are already,
Holiday mode.
yeah. So they don't want to, and the teachers also think the exam was over, holidays coming. So I said, let's have smaller tests while learning. So you have 4 weeks of extra learning.
Did it work?
It works.
How do you know it worked?
The results went up. They will say internal it can be different, but O level is the one, right?
So your O-level scores went
Yes,
up?
went up. My head cautioned me, say, hey, be careful, you know. So that's a risk taking. It's always calculated risk. It's not just you take something out of the, you know. Yeah. And that is how actually the improvement comes everywhere, you know. And now they are doing away streaming, doing away exams. Is it learning only by exams? There's so many other ways of judging, you know, character building. Actually, it has been very enriching, personally, as well as for the students. I think it's personally it's very enriching. If it is an enriching journey for one, and it also will benefit the others. Actually, the main thing here is it should be to benefit the students. Whatever you do should benefit the students.
That should be
Focus should be benefit.
No matter what the subject is.
No matter.
So the subject is like a context.
Yes, you can fit in the subject, but you must have that framework must be there. And the other one is the relationship between the teacher and the student.
Why is this?
It's very important.
Why?
If the teacher's relationship is positive with the students will do anything for you and they will learn and they will benefit.